Code 17. The hidden truth. The rain poured down like an endless curtain, drenching the dark streets of Karachi. Inspector Zayan Khan stood motionless under the dim streetlight, his eyes fixed on the lifeless body lying on the wet pavement. The number 17 was crudely carved into the wall beside it, not with paint but with deep, trembling scratches. It wasn't the first time he'd seen it, and he knew it wouldn't be the last. For years, Zayan had been chasing the shadow of a mysterious group known only by whispers. Code 17. They were ghosts in the city, appearing only when someone dared to uncover a truth too dangerous for the world to know. Every victim was someone who had been on the brink of revealing corruption, every scene marked with that haunting number. This time, the victim was close to home, far too close. It was Samra, his childhood friend, a fierce investigative journalist who had called him just hours earlier. Her voice had been urgent, almost trembling. "Zayan, I've found something. Something big. It's Code 17. I'm sending you the files." The line had cut before she could finish. And now here she was, another silent casualty of a war most people didn't even know existed. The weight in Zayan's chest grew heavier as he searched her belongings. In her rain-soaked bag, he found a small USB drive wrapped in paper. On it, in her familiar handwriting, "Trust no one, not even them." That night, alone in his apartment, Zayan plugged in the drive. The files were encrypted, protected by a password only Samra could have known. But then he remembered a conversation they'd once had about keeping secrets. "If I'm ever gone, try my father's grave date," she had joked years ago. His hand shook as he typed the date in. The screen flickered. Dozens of documents appeared. Photographs, bank transactions, internal government memos. A web of corruption linking top officials, police officers, and even humanitarian organizations to an international syndicate. And at the center of it all was Code 17. Not just a group, but a protocol. A system designed to silence anyone who got too close. But something else caught his eye. An old video file titled "For Zayan." He clicked it. Samra appeared on the screen, her eyes tired yet determined. "If you're watching this, it means they've found me. Zayan, Code 17 isn't just corruption. It's an erasure program. They killed the truth before it's born. But there's one thing they don't know. The list. I've hidden it. Names every single person involved. From the streets to the top. Find it, and promise me. You won't stop, no matter the cost." That promise burned into him like fire. He knew what it meant. Sleepless nights, watching his back, trusting no one. But he also knew Samra had died believing he could finish what she started. The next weeks were a blur of chases, coded messages, and near-death escapes. Zayan uncovered layers of betrayal, including colleagues he'd worked with for years. The closer he got, the more dangerous it became. Code 17 had eyes everywhere. Finally, the trail led him to an abandoned factory on the outskirts of the city. Inside, he found a rusted metal box hidden beneath loose floorboards. Inside the box was a single hard drive, encrypted with the same code as before. But this time, the password was different. Samra's birthday. When the files opened, his breath caught. This was it. Names, locations, transactions, enough to dismantle the entire network. But as he copied the files, footsteps echoed through the darkness. A voice spoke from the shadows. "Zayan, you have no idea what you're getting into." He turned to see his superior officer, someone he had trusted for over a decade, pointing a gun at him. "You were like a son to me," the man said, "but you're chasing ghosts. Code 17 is bigger than both of us. If you release this, you'll be dead within the week." Zayan's jaw tightened. "Then I'll die knowing I didn't stay silent." The next moments were a blur. A gunshot, a struggle, and Zayan barely escaping with his life. He leaked the files to every major international news outlet he could find. Story exploded. Arrests were made, though many escaped. The system shook, but it didn't fall. Months later, Zayan visited Samra's grave. The wind whispered through the trees as he placed her favorite white lilies on the stone. "I kept my promise," he murmured, "but the fight isn't over." He walked away, knowing Code 17 would rebuild, adapt, and strike again. But as long as he was breathing, so would the truth. Message. Sometimes the truth costs everything, but silence costs even more. Now, even in the darkest corners of power, one voice can still start a revolution.